Last year, Daddario sent us their cool expandable pedal board, which we built like this. But now they asked us to do it again because there's so much new cool stuff. So let's build a new board. So first we got another expand board for some reason. I mean, the other one is still here, but I won't say no to another one. Then we have the pedal power battery kit, which allows you to use the pedal board without power coming from somewhere else. A backup battery cell for even more power. And then we have DIY patch cable kits. These look very interesting. Let's see how those work later. Then we have a pedal noise isolator. We will also find out what that is. Some random cable and pedal grip strips which go underneath your pedals to stick on the board. So let's make some space and let's start with the board. Daddario is of course known for their bass strings and their guitar strings, but like many years ago, I think like 15-20 years ago, they decided to go into gadgets and started to make tuners and all kinds of little helpers for guitar and bass players. And yeah, now they're very much into boards and I love the system. So that's what the board looks like before the build. But honestly, I mean, we already have one here. It's really cool. So this is the smallest version of that, and then you have these little levers here, and then you can expand the board, which means you can add a few more pedals, which is really cool. And especially for those who go to different gigs, play in different bands and have to like rebuild their pedal boards frequently, this is amazing because it just adjusts to whatever you need on this specific day. First of all, of course, we need some pedals. We chose the Plasma Coil, the third man version, the Jack White one from Game Changer Audio. One of the coolest, most amazing fuzzes ever made. Let's put it on there. And then we have the Carbon Copy Deluxe, which is, I mean, analog delay supreme. Boom. And then, of course, we need power for those. So let's check the pedal power battery kit. Let's see what's in here. Things, more things. Interesting looking cables, more cables, a thing, another thing. And then of course we have the Daddario power cell, which has 10,000 milliamperes, which will last you quite a while. Fully charged, I mean, that's a bargain right from the get-go. This is the charging cable for the battery, USB-C to USB-C angled, which is amazing. I've never seen something like this. Really cool. The power cell only has one USB-C out. That means it's the same port to charge the battery itself and also to power your pedals. That means you need this little box next to it, which then adapts from USB-C to our normal things. And for that we have another USB-C to another angled cable, which is super cool. So let's put it together. Of course, it's not the perfect solution yet. We want to be able to transport the board without everything flying off. So let's use these little Velcro parts that come with both of those. So that's the next step. Holding in place. Nice. Now, as this is done, of course, we want to power our pedals. That's what this all is about. And we need a little daisy chain cable, which goes from the battery to the pedals. One comes with the power cell already, but you can also buy, as you see here, can buy these separately, which is a super cool system. They are very different from any other daisy chain pedals I've seen, probably you've ever seen. Which means these connectors are very unusual, and what you can do is there's this little screw on top which you can unscrew, and then you can move these along the cable to find the perfect positions for your pedals, which is just an amazing concept. That's why I also got this cable, so you can make your own with just 2 or 3 outlets if you just have a small board like I have today. This is an amazing system. So yeah, let's power up the pedals. First one, of course, goes into these power distributor. One goes in the delay, one goes into the fuzz. Now, of course, we need patch cables. I mean, I really need just one. So output plasma coil, which is the first pedal, and then input of the delay. And that should be it. Let's power the whole thing up. Battery says 100%. There goes the light on, the pedals on. This also fantastic. So there are 2 versions of this power cable. This is the one I just showed you. It's called the Expand Adjustable Daisy Chain. And that's the basically daisy chain, which we just use. But there's also a DIY pedal power cable kit. This one comes with a cable and your own plug, so you can build your own power cables, which is super cool. So you can really customize those to the exact lengths that you need. So there's no excess cable underneath. Which, I mean, I like neat pedal boards where everything goes underneath and is pretty much invisible. And this is the perfect solution to do this kind of thing. So if you have OCD, this is for you. Then we have the pedal noise isolator, which is something very practical. Some pedals, I mean, you might be familiar with this, especially vintage pedals. They can be noisy. There can be just nasty little sounds that you don't want on your board. And if you have issues like that, especially with daisy chains, where all the pedals kind of interact power-wise with each other, with this you can completely isolate one of the pedals, or two pedals, for the sake of argument also, from the daisy chain. And yeah, not make them noisy anymore. I don't really need it here because these are fantastic high-end modern pedals. They don't really need it. But if I use some old vintage stuff, which kind of tends to be noisy, this is super cool and it's so small. And again, these are the things that can go underneath the board, so nobody will ever know you have those. But it's a perfect little tool just to get your board noise free. I love that. Then we have two more things. Of course, pedal grip strips. We all know and use Velcro. It's kind of the standard. These are very pretty little things that you can stick underneath your pedals. They fit all kinds of pedal sizes, even small ones. And you even have those that you can use for cable management. So just route your cables through this. This is awesome. And the last thing, where is it? There's just another one of those. You can't really use them in parallel, but the idea behind it is you're running out of power. Just put it off, next on, cable in, show can go on. Amazing. Also fully charged. And then I have one more thing. I'm not entirely sure what to think of it, but I mean, let's just do it, I guess. It's this. The Expand Pedalboard mic stand. First, let's make some space. We got a stick. We got another stick. We got a box with more things in it. I guess it's time to assemble. The first thing we need to do is to attach this base plate to the pedalboard and tighten these screws with an Allen key. Now let's assemble the stand. So this one goes in here. Let's put this ring back on. Fasten this. This is of course the main stand, which attaches very easily. Just like this. You can pull it out, of course. And then let's, I'm not sure how to film this. Let's assemble the whole thing. I have an SM58, but I don't have a mic clip. It's super professional. But yeah, I mean, you get the point. Why shouldn't your pedalboard also be your mic stand? I mean, if you're singing anyway, or you're doing like talking between the sets, this is actually brilliant. So Daddario, kind of the board thing is getting more and more interesting. So many cool innovations, so many little things. My favorite thing is of course the power cell and the whole isolator thing, because that's what I personally need a lot. I love those. I have a little recording board which is also run by a similar battery. I will use this in future because it's so much more milliamps. It also shows the charging status, which is perfect. And I mean, yeah, I love it. Thanks to Daddario for sending all the stuff over. This was a fun experience. I usually don't love making these unscripted videos, but this was fun, so keep it coming. And thank you for watching. If you want to buy any of the stuff, we will put some links in the video description below. We're working with a bunch of dealers here in Germany, also in the US with Sweetwater. Yeah, you can order this if you want to have some fun with your board, if you want to make it easier, simpler, more convenient. I mean, that's the stuff. I love it. Thanks, Daddario, and see you again another time. Also, here's the video of the first build that we do if you're interested in how to build this board together. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Bye. BassTheWorld.